Hello everyone, I'm Dean Attari from CUTV and welcome to Fantasia 2025, where I'm with none other than the legendary Mr. Danny Elfman, the music composer and singing voice actor of Jack Skellington of The Nightmare Before Christmas. Four-time Oscar nominee, and other movies he was involved in the music department are Mars Attacks, Chicago, and Corpse Bride. So, Mr. Elfman, as a filmmaker myself, I always believe that music helps give flavor to films. They even sometimes help drive the events of the story. Without it, the story might still remain intact, but it just won't be as entertaining. We won't even be able to feel the story, I believe. So what I want to know, Mr. Elfman, 1, do you agree with these thoughts? And 2, what are your own thoughts and feelings towards what music does for film?
Well, I mean, ever since I was 12 or 13 years old, when I went to the theater and I saw The Day the Earth Stood Still, Robert Wise science fiction film, and I don't know why, it was the first time I noticed film music. The music really affected me. And I saw it was by a composer named Bernard Herrmann, and then I started looking for his name, and I kept seeing it with all the interesting films, science fiction and fantasy films of the era, and I just began to realize that the music does make a difference. It changes how you perceive it. Most critically, for films in general, it drives the story, as you're saying, but it also plays frequently what a character is feeling, what might be going on emotionally. That's the subtext of what you're seeing but not seeing at the same time. And it's able to kind of tell you what's going on in a character's mind or what's going on in a story behind what you're seeing, to make the story more complete and work better, hopefully, when we're lucky.
All right, thank you, Mr. Elfman. Now, what are your thoughts and feelings towards how with works of arts, films, shows, music, anything, can we change the world?
I don't know if any music can change the world. You know, I'm just interested in shifting the needle on any project I do to just get a little more interesting or somehow just make it a little better, you know, and I'm happy if I could just move that needle a bit.
Yes, thank you. And thank you for bringing Christmas and Halloween in July.
I'm a fan of stop motion animation and hand-drawn animation, and that Eddie kind of crosses both those worlds. So, you know, we had like a natural kind of meeting point, and particularly when I saw the rough cut of Bullet Time, you know, I'm a huge fan of Ren and Stimpy. It was a big part of my life, and you know, the way I see it, there was kind of these milestones in animation history. The first being Max Fleischer back in the 1930s, and the groundbreaking work, you know, he did with Cat Calloway and Louis Armstrong and all those artists. That was a big influence on me. And then the second, of course, would be the Looney Tunes, you know, which dominated so much of the middle 20th century. And then the next, to me, the next groundbreaker was John Kurt Felucci in the 90s, who was the creator of Ren and Stimpy. And it's like, that just like opened up a whole new thing again. So to meet somebody who is paying homage to any of those eras, I'm always happy to jump in on. But, you know, particularly no one had come to me with an homage to Ren and Stimpy, but those characters are so close to my heart. You know, I just said, yeah, it'll be fun, let's just do it. And I always look for a couple of projects each year that are just for fun. Sometimes I call them my dollar projects, because I actually have a collection of silver dollars where that's all they can pay me to do this particular thing or that. But, you know, it was for fun, like often these things are. I mean, of course, you never know when something is just for fun, when it might be more than that. The best example being when I saw the rough cut of The Simpsons with Matt Groening, my first thought is, nobody will ever see this fucking show. I'd be amazed if it gets if the first season even completes, that they don't pull it after 3 episodes. But I also saw that what he showed me was going to be fun. And I told him, when I saw it, I go, if you want something contemporary, you know, in this style of 90s animated shows, I'm not the guy. But if you want something really retro, because something about it reminded me of the Flintstones, probably because the driving car through the city. And I said, how about something that feels like kind of from that vein of Hanna-Barbera that never was? And he goes, yeah, that sounds good. Went home and I wrote it that day, sent it in a cassette, and now my family's still insured, medical insurance off the SAG insurance, because I made the smartest move of my life was paying, I think, $400 and something to join SAG, that's the Screen Actors Guild, so I can sing The Simpsons. I'm still getting paid for that today. So, the point is, you never know.
If you would like to see more event videos, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, or you can subscribe to CUTV's channel as well. Also, if you would like our help in covering more special events, you can send us a message. My website and CUTV's website are down in the description. I hope you enjoyed this exciting coverage of Fantasia 2025 with Danny Elfman. I'm Dean Attari from CUTV. See you next time.